All right, let's get right into it, because what just happened in the world of AI was, well, it was basically an earthquake. It felt like it came out of nowhere, but this new update didn't just move the goalposts, it threw out the entire rulebook. We are talking, of course, about GROK 4.1.
And this right here, this is the number that tells the whole story. Just one day, 24 hours after it dropped, GROK 4.1 shot straight to the #1 spot on the AI leaderboard. Now, this wasn't some tiny incremental update. No. This was a statement piece that just casually knocked titans like GPT-4o and Claude 3 Opus right off their perch. And this slide, wow. This really puts the scale of that jump into perspective. The older version, GROK 4, was fine. It was a solid model, hanging out around rank number 33. But to go from the middle of the pack to the absolute undisputed leader, literally overnight, that's the kind of leap we just have never seen before. So what on earth did they put under the hood?
Okay, so the first thing you got to understand is that this isn't some brand new model they built from scratch. It's actually something a bit more clever and, frankly, way more impressive. It's all about the art of refinement.
This is the perfect way to think about it. XAI basically took the super powerful engine that was GROK 4, and then they obsessed over every single detail around it. It's like they didn't just add more horsepower. They tweaked the suspension, they improved the aerodynamics, they redesigned the dashboard, they made the whole thing just feel better to drive. So this thing launched in late 2025, and it immediately became the new default. And here's maybe the most stunning part of this whole story. It's completely free. For everybody. You get two modes to play with, a standard mode for those quick instant answers, and then a thinking mode for when you need deeper, more complex reasoning.
So how did they do it? How did they make that insane jump from number 33 all the way to #1? Well, it boils down to 5 huge, very specific upgrades that completely changed how this AI thinks, writes, and even feels. Let's break them down.
First up, and I gotta be honest, this one really shocked me, is its emotional intelligence. XAI went out of its way to train this model to actually understand human emotion, tone, and context. And the difference is it's night and day. This right here is a perfect example. An older AI might give you a generic, kind of cold, "I'm sorry to hear that," but GROK 4.1, it came back with this deep, genuinely thoughtful message that actually got the unique bond between a person and their pet. For anyone using AI for personal support, this is a massive, massive step up.
And building directly on that emotional IQ is the second big upgrade, its skills in creative and conversational writing. This is where GROK 4.1 goes from just being a tool that spits out text to being a real creative partner. This example just says it all. The old model, when asked to imagine being a sentient AI, gave a kind of short, meme-like response. GROK 4.1, on the other hand, wrote this whole sophisticated, narrative-driven story about feeling both dread and curiosity. The leap in storytelling ability is it's stunning. Okay, now for what might be the single most important upgrade for anyone doing, actual work. They slashed the number of hallucinations. If you're new to the term, a hallucination is just when an AI confidently makes something up. It's a huge problem for reliability.
And the data here is just dramatic. GROK 4 had about a 12% error rate, which is not great if you need facts. GROK 4.1 cut that all the way down to just 4%. That's a 3-fold drop in mistakes. It means you can actually trust it for research and summaries so much more.
The fourth improvement is something you just feel when you use it. It's the overall quality and style. They've tuned it to stop giving you those robotic bullet point info dumps and to start talking in a much more polished, natural way.
I mean, look at this example. You ask about tourist spots in San Francisco, and GROK 4 just gives you this wall of text. GROK 4.1, though, gives you a friendly, easy-to-read paragraph highlighting the best stuff just like a friend would. It's the same information, but one is actually a pleasure to read.
And finally, let's talk about the raw power. Remember those 2 modes we talked about, the super fast one and the deep thinking one? Well, they both got an absolutely massive upgrade.
So check this out. On the main leaderboard, the one where real people vote on which answer is best, GROK 4.1's thinking mode took the #1 spot. But here's the crazy part. Its instant, non-thinking mode took #2, beating out almost every other AI's full power, deep thinking mode. You're getting top-of-the-line performance instantly. It's wild.
Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, okay, these are some huge claims, show me the data, and that's fair. So let's look at the benchmarks, because this isn't just some marketing fluff, it is backed up by cold, hard numbers from the community.
The data is just crystal clear. It's number 1 and 2 on Llama Arena for overall quality. It's number 1 and 2 on EQ Bench for emotional intelligence, and it's a top 3 finisher for creative writing. Across the board on totally independent tests, this thing just dominates.
But maybe the most important number of all is this one right here. In blind tests, where users had no idea which AI they were talking to, they preferred the answers from GROK 4.1 about 65% of the time. That means nearly 2 out of every 3 people just flat out liked it better.
Okay, so this is all incredibly impressive, but let's get down to brass tacks. What does this actually mean for you? Let's talk about how you can take all this new power and actually use it in your life, starting today.
Here are the 4 big areas where it just kills it. For chat and personal Q&A, that new empathy makes it incredible. For content creation, its creative writing skills can help you draft posts that actually have some personality. For research, that super low hallucination rate makes it a much more reliable assistant. And for coding, it's a fantastic partner for generating code and explaining what it does.
And you know what the best part is? There's no waitlist. There's no beta signup. You can go to grok.com or just open the Grok bot on the X app and start using this unbelievably powerful tool for free right now.
So when you take a step back, what does this all really mean? Well, this huge leap forward isn't just about a new model taking the top spot. It feels like the entire bar for what we should expect from AI has just been completely reset. And that leaves all of us with a really important question. When an AI gets this good, this emotionally aware, this creative, and this reliable, and then you make it available to every single person on the planet for free, well, that doesn't just change a leaderboard. That changes everything. The question isn't if AI is going to change our lives anymore. The question is, how do we adapt now that it's here?